And we're discussing tonight David Cameron's role in Saudi crimes against Yemenis. That is, the crimes being committed by the Saudi dictatorship and its coalition, its grisly, gruesome coalition against innocent Yemenis, thousands of whom have been slain, others uncountable, wounded, maimed, left disabled forever, whose houses have been destroyed, whose land has been torched. It is a very big crime. And if it was being carried out only by the Saudi dictators, then it would be a very big crime, but it's a very much bigger one, given that so-called civilized, so-called democratic governments are fully implicated in it, and may, according to Amnesty International's letter to David Cameron, may even include criminal conduct by persons unknown inside the British state, for which David Cameron will have to take responsibility. I refer to Amnesty International's evidence that British manufactured cluster bombs, which are illegal for Britain to maintain or to trade in, have been found amongst the carnage in Yemen. This is potentially a very big story indeed. Go ahead, Robert.
Thank you very much, George. Yeah, Britain is definitely responsible. They've got just as much blood on their hands, if not more, than the Saudis have, because they've been involved in arming, funding, training the Saudi army, the Saudi junta, and the Saudi junta have been murdering and killing innocent children, innocent men, women and children in Yemen. For what? Britain is purely involved in this, not because of any moral reason, because let's face it, the British government has no morals whatsoever.
Well, it also has no dog in the fight. The British government was perfectly content with the Ali Abdullah Saleh regime when it was in power for more than 30 years. So exactly. Why would they want to go to war to stop one side in a civil conflict coming back to power? Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, it really, really doesn't. What they want to ensure that they can still, the British government and the arms companies are hand in hand up to their necks in innocent blood. They've been selling arms. They've been selling arms to the Saudi regime, and the Saudi regime has been exporting those arms, and they've not just been using those arms on Yemen, on the Yemen front. What they've been doing is they've been in turn sending those arms to their fanatical proxies throughout the entire Middle East.
That's right.
Boko Haram in Nigeria, Jabhat al-Nusra and ISIS in Syria and Iraq, and so many other of these fundamentalist, evil, Wahhabist, evil people who chop people's heads off in the street and eat their hearts. This is the face of the Saudi government. This is the face of the government that the British government
and there you saw, Robert,
with.
the ever so civilized British minister Hammond sitting there with them as if he was attending a meeting with the local vicar in the local vicarage. Yet this regime, crucifying, head-chopping regime against its own people, and which is exporting its vile ideology across the Muslim world, has destroyed Syria, is destroying Yemen, has betrayed the Palestinians. They're sitting there, Morty Vicar with the British minister Hammond. What is he now, the foreign minister? I forget, he's so inconsequential. Robert in Peterhead, thanks for that wonderful